Hi everyone, I'm happy to be a design team member for Tupelo Designs LLC. They have hundreds of craft items for your crafting needs, and USA orders are free shipping and international orders are discounted shipping. So please shop at Tupelo for your crafting needs, and I hope you like my project. Hi everyone, I'll be using this My Favorite Things stamp set, and it's called the Birds of Paradise. And I will be using this bird, and some of the leaves, and then one of the sentiments. I'll be using this Paper Smooches friend die, and this flower border lawn fawn die. And then I have some wiggle eyes, and this grassy border die from lawn fawn. Now that I have the bird stamped out, and I use Staz ink, the black, jet black Staz ink, and I am going to use Derwent watercolor pencils in a variety of colors. Derwent watercolor pencils. And this is just general cardstock. You can watercolor on cardstock as long as you don't rub too hard or too much. So I'm going to start with this peacock looking bird, and I'm going to use this blue first. So I'm going to color right on the paper. This is a turquoise color. And I have a water brush, and I have my handy dandy dish that I always like to use. And I'm just going to squeeze out some water into the dish. Then I'm going to wet the bristles. And you see, I didn't have to color, well, because this water is going to smear the pigment around. And then for the beak, this is kind of a small area. So I'm going to I'll make the beak yellow. But I'm going to take my watercolor pencil and then my watercolor brush, and I'm just going to take some pigment directly off of the pencil. And now for this bird, I want to make this bird kind of lavender and pink. So again, I'm going to color directly on the paper, and I don't have to color that well. And then if there's any spots I think I missed, like right up here by this bird's eye. And again, that's a small area. So I'm just going to take some pigment right off the pencil. And then I'm going to put it on there. And for the leaves, I'm just going to color directly on the leaf. And the same with this other one. And I'm going to use two different colors of green, so I'm just gonna put a little highlight in here of this green. And then his chest, that's too purpley, it matches too much, so I'm gonna use this deep pink. And I don't want to color on it because it's wet, so again, direct on the brush. Okay, now I'm going to let these dry. I'm not going to worry about these flowers because I'm going to do something different with those. So I'm going to go let these dry, and then I'm going to cut them out. I'm only going to be using 3 of these flowers. I want to use 2 of the daisy type and 1 of the tulip. So I just have my Spectrum Noir markers, and I'm just going to color these, because I'm going to cut them off of here. So I'm just going to give these a quick color just so they're not stark white. I have cut 2 grasses, the striped grass and the glitter grass. And again, I used the lawn fawn grassy border die. And this one can be skinny because it's going to be underneath, and this one needs to be a little bit longer. And once I get these on my card, I'll be able to trim them up. Now that I have the birds cut out, I have this cloud looking paper, And I want to glue my grass onto this paper, and this is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So I know I want that up. I want this one here and this one here. So I'm just going to glue that on there. Now I'm going to take this back over to my paper trimmer and I'm going to trim this up. Now that I have that trimmed up even, I want to glue that onto this cardstock that's 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to just put some glue on here. Now I have my friend word, and the friend word does cut out in like 4 pieces. So I'm going to start with a D, because I want the D to like represent like, or the word friend to represent like a tree branch. So I want to put that about there. I have my glue pen here for that. And I have the N. Then I wanted to use some of these leaves to decorate my friend tree branch. So that's why I didn't color this flower, because I don't need it. So I'm just going to cut out these leaves here. And that's going to go right there. And this little bird, it's the peacock. So I want him over here. I'm going to use some of these flowers, but only 3 of them, the 3 that I colored. So I'm just going to snip these off. Now that that's finished, I just want to glue this onto my card base. And this is just a standard A2 size card, white. I have these Google eyes I want to glue on. And they're 2 different sizes. So this bigger one I'm going to start with first. And here's the smallest one. Then I want to add some little red flowers here, here, and here. Super cute. And I was going to put a sentiment right here. So the one I picked, the sentiment that I picked from the stamp set was, we're birds of a feather. So I just stamped that on a real thin piece of cardstock. And I'm going to just trim this up. And now I'm going to add a little glitter gel pen to this birdie's feathers on his head. And that's it, all finished. And this was fairly quick, and it turned out super cute. That's a great friend card to give to somebody. It says, friend, we're birds of a feather. And thanks for watching, and remember to shop at Tupelo. Bye.